What if I told you that your old DVD might actually preserve the look of a movie better than some modern 4K releases? That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? After all, 4K is supposed to be the ultimate way to watch films. But more and more collectors are noticing something strange. Classic movies are looking smoother, waxier, less like film, and more like digital video. So today we're asking an important question. Are modern 4K remasters actually getting it wrong? And why keeping your DVDs might be more important than ever? Hello everyone, I'm Matt and welcome back to Matt V's Movies. If you've been following the channel, you'll know I've been defending physical media for a long time. We've talked about why DVD still matters, why streaming can't replace ownership, and why some forgotten films aren't available anywhere except on disc. But today I want to explore another reason collectors are hanging on to their DVDs. Not because they're higher resolution, but because they sometimes preserve something that's become increasingly rare, the original look of film. Now, before anyone jumps into the comments, I love great 4K releases. When they're done properly, they can be absolutely breathtaking. More detail, better colour grading, HDR, improved sound. Some restorations genuinely feel like seeing the film for the very first time. They are incredible releases from studios and boutique labels that respect the original cinematography. This isn't a video attacking 4K, it's about asking whether some restorations are going too far. The problem, when restoration becomes reinvention. Film has texture, it has grain, it has imperfections. That's not damage, that's what film actually looks like. Unfortunately, some modern remasters seem determined to remove every trace of that texture. And the result? Faces begin to look waxy. Skin loses natural detail. Backgrounds become unnaturally smooth. Everything starts looking artificial. Collectors often describe this as the wax museum effect. Instead of restoring the movie, it feels like it's being digitally redesigned. And for many film fans, that's a real concern. Why film grain matters. One of the biggest misunderstandings is that film grain equals poor quality. It doesn't. Grain is part of the photographic image. Remove too much of it and you're also removing genuine detail. Think of it like an old painting. You wouldn't sand away every brushstroke because there are imperfections. Those brushstrokes are part of the artwork. Film grain is exactly the same. It's part of the director and cinematographer's original image. Why some collectors still keep their DVDs. Now here's where DVDs become surprisingly interesting. No, they're not sharper than Blu-ray and certainly not sharper than 4K. But many DVD masters were created before heavy digital processing became common. What you're seeing might be softer because of the lower resolution, but the image can still feel more natural, more film-like. Some collectors even compare the DVD against the latest 4K before deciding which version to watch. That probably sounds crazy to some people, but authenticity matters. Sometimes more resolution doesn't automatically mean better presentation. Respecting the original vision. The goal of restoration should be preservation, not revision. Technology should help us to see what audience originally saw, not create something completely different. Of course, every restoration involves choices. Colour timing, damage repair, scanning, HDR grading, noise reduction, AI assisted cleanup. Used carefully, these tools can produce fantastic results. Used too aggressively, they risk changing the character of the film itself. Examples without picking fights. This isn't about naming and shaming specific releases, because every collector sees things differently. Some people love cleaner presentations, others want every grain of film preserved. Neither option is wrong, but I do think collectors should compare releases before upgrading. Watch reviews, look at screenshots from trusted sources, read restoration discussions. Sometimes the newest version really is the best. Sometimes your older Blu-ray or even your DVD might still be the version that best represents the film. The bigger picture. This is exactly why physical media collecting is so important. When you own multiple editions, you have a choice. Streaming doesn't give you that choice. If a new digital master replaces the old one, the previous version often disappears forever. Collectors become the custodians of film history, not just the consumers, and that's become more important every year. In conclusion, so, are modern 4K remasters getting it wrong? Sometimes. Not always. There are outstanding 4K restorations that are reference quality. But there are also releases where the pursuit of perfection removes some of what made film feel like film. That's why I'm not getting rid of my DVDs anytime soon. They're more than outdated discs. Sometimes they're a snapshot of cinema history. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever preferred an older DVD or Blu-ray over a newer 4K remaster? Have you noticed that waxy, over-processed look on certain releases? Or do you think modern restorations are the best films have ever looked? Let's get the discussion going in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more discussions on physical media, movie collecting and preserving cinema history. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.